Just a quick video on this Harbor Freight 6-piece quarter drive Torx bits that I picked up. As you can see, I have it on here, and those are the numbers that you get. You get T20, T25, T27, T30, T40, and T45. Um, Now, when I did my valve cover, you notice that I used a couple extra extensions just to get the quarter bit to work. It wasn't too bad. It actually helped because I was able to hold it with my left hand and just torque it that way. So this is the one set that they had, and I already put paint on it so it's easier to see. As you can see, this is the UYE Cove torque wrench that I use. Um, it is the smaller version versus the other ones that you basically use the L on here. I prefer this one because it's the click uh, or the locking type that you just pull on here. So not only that, but because this is smaller, it is more sensitive on the lower numbers. And if you look at that video, you can hear the click every time I got to the 84 inch pounds. Not only that, but once when you're actually torquing, you can actually feel it a lot easier too than the other bigger torque wrenches. So that was kind of nice. Just something that I just noticed with the smaller ones, they are a lot more sensitive, which is nice because you'll get the torque at least closer than what you would with the larger one because you might over torque it just a little bit. It may not be a lot, but still, uh, it can be a little bit of a difference, and especially with the smaller uh, nuts and bolts and things like that. So you don't want to over torque those because you can break them pretty easily. So just a quick update on that, and just a little note on this Pittsburgh 6-piece. These are actually made in Taiwan, if I recall. Yep, right there. So I hope that helps. Nothing too major, but I can definitely use I have another small extension that I can use if I need it. It did make it easier to hold while I was torquing that, so it just depends. If I need it, I'll use it. If not, I'll I'll use this because then you get rid of all those extra extensions there. But there you go. One other thing I forgot to mention is the numbering on the torque wrench here. So I can get a good shot of it. You can see on the inch pounds they use whole numbers 40, 80, and so you got 20, 60, and so on and so forth. So that just made it easier for me to dial in the numbers here versus the Newton meters. Um, they use different numbering 4.52, 9.04, 13. So that makes it a little more cumbersome to dial it in. I mean, it's not something that can be dialed in, but I'm not sure how other small torque wrenches are set up, if they have this same type of numbering or they do use whole numbers. Since this is the first small quarter torque wrench that has Newton meters. The Harbor Freight one has KGS, or I think it was, or CM, or kilograms or something. So I can't really verify. I don't know if the any other brands use the same numbering like this, but definitely if they were whole numbers, it would just make it a lot easier to dial it in. Right now, you just gotta get whatever that is, and then you gotta add the other number uh, to it to get that. So you're doing a little more uh, adding on here for whatever reason. But anyways, I don't know if they all are like that, but just something to note on this particular model of the UYE Cobb torque wrench. I do like that it is a lot more sensitive in the lower numbers, so it was pretty nice. It was very positive when you get to that number that you need, at least for the 84 inch pounds that I use. So I haven't had to use anything lower, but just a quick note on that, in case you didn't know that. But that's why I ended up using this one. It just made it a lot easier. But there you go, to dial in, that is. So I hope that helps.